This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the best online retailer for Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and content.
Hey guys, Marshall here from Limited Resources, doing yet another draft here on GatheringMagic.com, and I am joined by a friend, Woodrow.
Hello, how's it going?
So Woodrow and I'm down in Vegas for World Series stuff, and Woody came down for the weekend to hang out, and I asked him if he wanted to join me on our draft video, and he has decided to. So let's see what we've opened here. I really like this card a lot, actually. Pheres-Band Warchief.
Yeah, I love Lords. I've got a special place in my heart, and he's just good by himself.
He's also just really good. There's a lot of random creatures that he pumps up in the set too that you might not be aware of. What else do you like out of this pack, though? There's not a ton.
I mean, Grim Guardian is like an archetype now, you know, but I don't think it's nearly as strong as the rare in this situation. I like Siren too, you know. I don't mind first picking that card. I'd rather not.
Cloak Siren, yeah, it's pretty good too. All right, let's take the Pheres-Band Warchief though, and see what we can do. Have you played this card yet?
I have not. I have blown several people out who have played it.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't played it yet either.
Which is not a very good. Yeah.
That's not a good sign.
Magma Spray.
Yeah, Magma Spray I think is the best card in this pack. Now, I'm not a big fan of red-green, but it can come together and be pretty good. Bear of the Heavens is a no-go. I like Spiteful Blow a lot, but it's pretty tough to take Spiteful Blow over Magma Spray.
Yeah. You know, in red-green and Born of the Gods, we get the really nice multicolored Centaur, too. That's, you know, it's very small.
Fanatic of Xenagos?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be very nice.
I do kind of feel like just picking up a Magma Spray here, though.
Yeah. It's tough because I like black-green better than red-green quite a bit, and Spiteful Blow is a card.
And Spiteful Blow, it definitely, there's also Pharika's Chosen, Font of Fertility, Ravenous Lucricoda, like these are all totally playable cards.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of talking myself into taking the Spiteful Blow here.
Let's take the Spiteful Blow. And
I really like Oakheart Dryads.
I do too. I think it's totally fine.
I'm a big fan. Especially if we have, you know, trample creatures and does he
Wait a minute.
Ooh. Is that a Centaur?
Yeah.
Just not much of a Centaur, is he? I mean, he's okay. I like him.
I'm going to take the Oakheart Dryads
here.
here.
I'm a big fan of that one.
I like that one too. And then, you know, if we see those Lagana Band stuff sort of wheeling, I mean, green-white is probably where you want to be if you're going for like tribal.
Right. I will say, given...
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Oh man, this too?
I think we'll have opportunities to get cast into darkness later.
God, I hope so, because I think that card's excellent, but I love Nyx Weaver. We're windmilling that.
I will say, between Oakheart Dryads and what is his name?
Pheres-Band Warchief?
Yeah, Fated Intervention is... I'm sorry, not Fated Intervention. What is the 3 Centaur enchantments?
It's Intervention.
Is it Intervention? Yeah, that's a big game. I have cast that with a couple of Oakheart Dryads in play, and it is overrun. Yeah, it's quite nice. I
did that with, God, there was something. I had some sick combo with that, with Fated and something else. What do we get?
I like, yeah, I like Spirespine.
I do too.
It's an enchantment. You know, it's obviously really good with trample creatures like our Warbound and any other Centaurs that we get, which is nice.
Warchief, right?
Warchief. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. Spirespine, I think the thing that needs to be known about it, like, and then when you figure it out, it's better, is that you want to be attacking with this thing, right? Like,
Correct.
You want to be like, bestow, attack you, and you take way more damage this turn, and now you've got kind of a big problem on your hand. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I love this Nyx Weaver too. Man, this card's good.
It's sweet.
I mean, you had me at 2/3 reach for 3 mana. Wow, another Magma Spray. I think I like Pharika's Chosen here, but I could be talked into Lucricoda, Font, even Magma Spray.
Yeah, I feel like I like Lucricoda. I think is how you pronounce it. I like it, but it's kind of a replaceable, you know, 4-drop.
Agree. Zach and I call him Lou. He's Lou C. Ricotta.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good dog.
Lou C. Ricotta. But I'm going to take the Chosen here. What do you think?
Big fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Chosen a lot.
Okay.
Oh, this is an interesting pack. So there's a Satyr Grovedancer, which I think is totally sweet. Like, no issues taking that. But there's also a Thoughtrender Lamia, which is performed a little better than I thought it would when I first saw it. That said, it's still not super exciting.
Yeah, I haven't actually resolved one. I mean, I can see the upside. So
Yeah.
it's really, I mean, if you've had good results with it, I wouldn't mind picking it. Just
we don't have any 2s yet, though. I think I'm a little better just taking the Satyr Grovedancer.
It is a safer card. It always it always seems to make the deck.
It does, yeah. Ooh.
I like that card.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I'm generally okay main decking one.
Yeah, that's the one I want to main deck if I'm going to.
And yeah, but this is the one because you can get 2 cards.
Aspect.
Market Festival's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of Aspect of Gorgon.
I try not to play Market. Market Festival gets really, really busto if you pick up a couple of Voyaging Satyrs in pack 3.
Yeah.
That's when you can do real broken stuff. And Aspect just always feels like you 2-for-1 yourself.
I'm going to take Font here. I mean, you said that this card, when played against you, you felt like you had a big upper hand, you had a flyer or something and just killed it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, screw that. I'm going to take the Font. I think the Font is just kind of good anyway. Sure. Not a big fan of Cruel Feeding, but I've played it and it's been fine.
The thing about the Giant is just, you know, if you curve out a little bit and
Tormented Thoughts, I suppose.
Sure. If you curve out and just have 2 creatures, you know, you can just kind of swing them in there willy-nilly, and it's like, well, your guy traded with a 6/6 or whatever it is, you know. So you never really feel like you're getting a super bad deal when you make them sack that card.
All right, an Aerial Formation or a Crystalline Nautilus still in the pack. I think I just cut this actually.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of like Nautilus, but I mean, if we're not playing it, I think we'd rather play against that than the other.
Yeah, I think Nautilus is stinky. Kind of relieved when my opponent plays it usually.
Yeah.
I just haven't not found a way to just kill it very easily. Like sometimes I have to use a combat trick and I'm like bummed that I had to 1-for-1 myself from it. But sometimes I have an onboard thing and I'm just like, yeah, no problem. I will tap that with my Elmer.
Yeah, I more like it when I have ways to target, you know, creatures in my deck, you know.
All right, what do we got here? Well, we got a Temple of Enlightenment. I don't know if that's worth anything.
No.
And then there's a Swordwise Centaur, which I like a lot.
Yeah, it is a Centaur, which is...
Oh, and it's a Centaur, too.
I think that nudges it over Nyxborn Triton, which would be I think the next best card for
this?
Maybe, yeah.
We can't even cast it.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking... I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the last draft that we did.
No, we're doing
that. Makes sense.
We're going to Centaur it up, I think.
For sure.
Try to build the old Centaur army.
Have you splashed the blue-black Siren at all? Do you find it's good enough to...
No. I think it's a good enough card, but I keep not splashing it because it's because I really want it on turn 3, and I feel like I can't consistently get it.
So Pheres-Band Tromper is a non-bow because it doesn't ever tap because it gives them vigilance.
Oh yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
but
it's still a big. It would be a 4/4 trample vigilance for 4, which is very good.
Yeah, and I mean you can also like attack with this thing, then play this the next turn.
Right. Yeah, you're not always gonna draw them at the same time. No. It's just a fine creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
There's just not much else.
I like it a lot better than Oathsworn.
Yeah.
I think Siren's probably the best card in this pack, but we're pretty far away from that. This pack sucks.
I actually kind of like the potential upside of River Trawler overtaking the Eidolon.
So what can we get back here? We've got Nyx Weaver, Oakheart Dryads, Spirespine. That's it right now. I mean, we'll probably pick up a few more.
Oh yeah, River Trawler with the spider, with the mill spider, is actually kind of a sweet.
Why? What happens?
Well, because you mill a bunch of guys in your yard. Hopefully you mill an enchantment creature, and you could even mill the trawler, get it back, and then get other things. I think that's kind of nice. The upside on that card is just so much higher than Nyx.
Yeah, I'm sold. You're right. All right, here's an Asphyxiate. I like taking that.
Very much so.
Another Tromper too. Interesting.
That's not the Fated that we wanted.
That is not it. Fated Return's fine, but I don't really love it, and I don't think this is the right deck for it. I actually think we want Aspect of Hydra somehow.
Yeah, we've got more green symbols than anything else, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, even this font hangs around if we want it to. Yeah, I think we just take it and just use it as a +2/+2 maybe.
Oh, the daggers, the green-red.
Oh,
yeah.
We got him.
Yeah.
I think we actually take it.
I think we take it. There's nothing really... I mean, we don't really want to play Oathsworn in this deck, right?
No, and we've got a font.
Yeah, he's worth splashing, right?
If we pick up like one lightning strike or something, then it's on.
Yeah.
Or one Rise to the Challenge. There's just not much here for us, right? I'm actually going to take Rise to the Challenge here.
I suppose so.
Yeah, it's the best card in this pack. I don't think we're going to run it, but wow, we're definitely getting cut a bit here, but
yeah, that's not really the source that we want to be playing, right?
No, it's not. Marsh Mist Titan though is also not really great in our deck. I'm going to take the favor here.
Okay.
What do you like?
Yeah,
I mean, take Gorgon's Head. I mean, this thing does give. This thing gives our guys trample.
Yeah, it's kind of good against our deck. You know, like we're trying to.
Yeah,
you know.
I'm still just going to take like a possibly castable card here.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I would.
Oh yeah, we've also got Market Festival too. Remember?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I'll take the Siren, I guess.
Sure.
But we just don't have any black symbols.
And we just don't really want to play. Ooh, there's a Pinnacle, man.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, coulda. So how many actual black cards do we have that we want to play here?
Not very many.
Is it possible that we are splashing black instead?
Yes, it is absolutely possible. It's a little awkward because we've got Spiteful Blow, which is like the one that we really want.
Right.
But yeah, we are base green, and we could certainly just be
like if we were to open up a Xenagos or something, I think it's a pretty clear.
Yeah, we just move in.
Yeah.
Sure, but no. Let's hide this for now. Yeah, it is definitely not clear that we want to be in black, and we've got a Cruel Feeding here, which is very mediocre. We've got a River Trawler, which like gives us some value but isn't great. But we do have Asphyxiate plus Spiteful Blow, and Pharika's chosen, so those are real cards.
It feels like if we pick up multiple lightning strikes, like we'd rather just be in that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a couple of Rise of the Challenges now too.
Yeah, this is actually getting interesting.
Trying to think, like, what are all the snap, like Stormbreath Dragon, obviously, insta-moves us in.
Yes. Yeah, I think we're pretty clearly base green here, and then we'll figure out the rest. This is interesting. That might actually make the cut.
Yeah. If we have enough trample, guys, it gets pretty...
Yeah, because like we can pick up a lot more Centaurs. I was hoping to get more Swordwise Centaurs because they work well with our Aspect and with our Rare, but... Anger of the Gods. But there's also just a straight up Magma Jet in this pack. There's no green cards of note.
Yeah.
No great black cards. I think we actually do want to move over into red here and take either the Anger of the Gods or the Jet. I actually like the Jet.
I agree. I like the Jet better.
All right.
Yeah. We should be. We'll have to be aware playing. You know that is in the draft so that we don't get super. That is a Centaur.
It is a Centaur, and it's a pretty decent one too. Rage sucks.
Yeah, I mean, we would play one, I think, at this point, maybe.
Probably, but we'll go Centaur Tribal if we can. Yeah, this is getting a little awkward. I think what we actually want to do is just splash red, though.
You think so?
Yeah, I think that this is. I think our deck looks more like this because we get Nyx Weaver this way, we get Spiteful Blow, we get the Asphyxiate, which is going to be quite good in this deck.
So we might just be wanting to look for like a Nylea's Presence or something.
No, we've got it. We've got Aspect of Hydra, and if we want Market Festival.
You mean Font of Fertility?
Sorry,
yeah.
What did I say that? Oh yeah, Font of Fertility and Market Festival. Yeah, I mean, Nylea's Presence would be welcome as well. I really want more 2-drop creatures though.
For sure. Or even just really aggressively costed 3 drops like Courser is really good.
Yeah, Courser would be great. I think we're Savage Surging here though.
Yeah, if we were going to be going into red, we'd probably take Cyclops, right? But I think I like hedging at least one more pick. You know. Yeah,
we need to pick up some creatures here though, as there hasn't really been great picking.
There is a Courser.
Hello.
That is a really nice one.
Yeah, I like that.
Centaur to boot. Yeah, that with the Market Festival we can.
Yeah, I think we could probably not run Market Festival at this point, though. I mean, our curve's actually quite low.
Yeah.
We have no 5 drops of note. Like this probably won't even make the cut.
We're just with the, with the splashing and having some, double color stuff in both of our main colors. We definitely want to have some kind of fix. If we don't find any other fixing, we might be forced to play it. I think.
I mean, the font goes a long way.
Yeah. But I mean, we're running Swordwise Centaur and Asphyxiate, and
true.
I mean, it
is true.
Yeah, it's just like you know, the trade-off for playing, you know, kind of a card you're not super happy with playing and having that extra chance to play all your spells.
Right.
If we feel like the rest of our spells are good enough that we're just going to win if we can cast them every game.
We have Karametra's Favor, too.
Yeah, what do you think is, what would you rather, I mean, the cantrip's a big deal, you know?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's one of the only ways we really have to draw cards here.
So let's see. I think it's just Scorpion, right?
It's probably just Scorpion, but there's definitely, like, Warrior's Lesson, Fellhide Minotaur. This is a Centaur.
Yeah, it is.
I think I like Scorpion best, though.
Yeah, I would be surprised if we don't see another of the... Ooh, that is real tough. Oh, man.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I want to be Courser tribal, but I mean, we have one Pheres-Band Warchief. It's not like,
true.
you know,
It's
I mean,
true.
Courser's still great. But
Courser's really good, but
I'm going to
yeah.
take Dryad here.
Yeah, we are weak against flying, too.
Yeah, very weak.
Okay, well, so...
And all of our colors are here.
So how much stuff do we have to target that? Because that is a Centaur as well, by the way.
What is?
The
This is a human.
Oh, I guess it is a human. Why did I think that was a Centaur? The other one is a Centaur.
People feet.
Yeah.
No, the other one's a Satyr.
The really big one, the 3/3 that gets.
Oh no, that one is. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I thought you meant Stethosnos Horn.
Fox. We do need more.
Yeah, Fox or even a Warrior's Lesson. I think I'm actually going to take Warrior's Lesson here.
Okay.
Because I think that we're going to be able to get in pretty reasonably. All right, do you like Cure or Whip? I like Whip. That's a relief.
Whip or Cure.
I like Whip myself.
I think just because of the mana constraints, I like Whip. I mean, I like Cure as a card a lot better.
I like Whip fine. It kills most things you care about. And especially in a deck like this, it's going to be looking to beat down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this deck's okay.
Yeah, I wish we would have gotten a Mender. That would have been nice. That's like one of the reasons you want to go into black green.
Yeah, you're totally right. Mender would have been sweet. I think I'm going to take the Hedonist over the Flesh Mad Steed here.
I like that. They both kind of do the same thing, but...
Yeah, they both kind of do not a lot.
Yeah. I guess... What's a better sideboard card all around? Like Dark Betrayal or Return Phalanx? Because Return Phalanx, we're going to be able... If we do end up playing... oh, that's kind of nice.
This?
Yeah. That's completely reasonable.
I'm not sure the return is interesting too, but yeah, you're right. This is pretty decent. What kind of creature is this? A human?
We don't really have a ton of stuff to dump a bunch of mana into. Like, we kind of need to have several things in our hand to do.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, when you have plays like Spiteful Blow and stuff, you know, being able to do that and cast a creature is pretty backbreaking.
Yeah, we certainly have a lot of green in the deck too. So that gives us 16 sort of for sures.
Yeah.
These are all totally on the
the
maybe plan.
You feel like we're for sure splashing red-green guy?
No, I mean nothing's for sure here. I don't think, because our black is fairly weak.
How many guys?
We could really get somebody actually with this. We're gonna have some beefy guys.
Yeah, sacking the 4/1 guy after it falls off is a pretty sweet one.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is our deck plus -1 card here.
So how much of the fixing actually made it in?
Right now, just the font.
Just the font.
Right.
And
we could also just cut red. In which case the font gets a lot worse, and we'd probably run like maybe this big double kill them type spell and this thing, something like that. Maybe a 2-drop.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure which one's better. I mean,
the
Magma Jet is very powerful. The Fanatic is quite good.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, taking a little bit of extra risk to up the overall power level of our deck. Because, I mean, this deck is a little more consistent, but it's also just, like, not super good.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, the Fanatic's pretty good in our deck. Like, it's just a good card, but really is best on turn 3. Like if you turn 3 Fanatic, you're putting a lot of heat on your opponent.
That's true.
If you turn 6 it, it's kind of like less exciting. Magma Jet's just sort of always good. It'll kill some utility creature at some point, and the Scry 2 is super. I mean, it's almost draw card.
Gives you a little reach too, which is nice.
Yeah. I feel like I want the Magma Jet more than the Fanatic, but if we do the Magma Jet, I kind of feel like we're priced into playing the Fanatic as well, just because it's like it's a Centaur and it's really good.
Right.
I mean, the cards we're taking out are pretty junky. It's really just the mana considerations. Like, this is what the deck would look like.
Normally, I like Acolyte a lot, but usually when we have like multiple monstrous creatures and like a lot of big bestow things.
Exactly. Like we're at least one Nessian Asp away from being pretty happy with Acolyte.
So we have to cut one card from this situation? Is that what's...
Yeah, because we need Font.
Okay.
Warrior's Lesson could definitely go.
Yeah.
It's one of our few forms of card advantage. Feel like it's okay.
Yeah, would you rather cut that or like Savage Surge?
I'd rather cut... I think Savage Surge is generally a better card. We could cut Consign to Dust.
Yeah, we could bring...
Which is also a nice place to put mana, though, again, for this Acolyte.
Yeah, we could bring in Consign if we see a lot of really good targets for it.
Carduno's River Trawler could probably go, too.
Because it feels like we have an okay-ish removal package without Consign, you know, without taking the risk of having it be a dead card.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, how many guys do we actually have to return with?
Yeah, let's look at that. That's a good idea.
So now, River Trawler combos with the spider, it can get it back, right? Which is kind of sweet. Like
you can get the spider back.
You can just keep cycling through. I don't know how much we can take advantage of that. Like, not
what do you mean keep cycling through?
Well, so if the spider mills the trawler, you can sack the spider to get it back, and once it comes back, it can get the spider back.
Yeah, but we didn't do anything there, right?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we drew a river trawler off of it. You know, is what we did.
Do you have to exile this to do it? Yeah, and you have to exile.
Oh, you have to
the
exile.
Weaver,
Okay,
so you
so
can't.
it is not an infinite combo.
Yeah, so I think we actually just kill the trawler here.
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, we've only got 4 targets for it. It looks like, and we can't make white consistently.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's kill that. And then I think we can run like this.
I'm okay with that.
Maybe that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that on average it's going to make us like 3 to 4 mana, which is pretty sweet. Like.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the big issue that we have here is our flyers for sure. We've got like 1 reach guy. We've got a removal can reach up and kill some of them, so it's not terrible. But
yeah, we're just gonna we're just not using Spiteful Blow or Lash of the Whip on anything super trivial. You know, like it has to be something insane, or we have to be getting their last blocker out to kill them.
I mean, our mana just suffers a lot. Like our Swordwise Centaur looks a lot worse.
It's true.
If we're splashing. What does our deck look like without it? So if we go back to a different build without this, and then we don't need the font anymore either, then we pick up like.
I guess Mischief and Mayhem.
See, this is a problem. Like, not that this is, and we still need 1 more card. You know,
we just put the River Trawler back
becomes
in.
Something like that, which is just like really just not that. Those cards are very not great.
Yeah, I like just having to run a little bit better on mana and just having a more powerful deck in this.
I think so too. The question is, can we get away with one
fixer?
mountain and 1 font here? We could also run 1 mountain and make room for Market Festival or Karametra's Favor.
Right.
If we do that, then that opens up some of our more expensive spells. Playing multiple things in a turn or whatever, fixing our mana for things like Nylea's Disciple plus Asphyxiate or whatever is also not a blank situation.
What would you cut?
Oh, you could cut Warrior's Lesson. Like our curve isn't that great where we can just like turn 3 or turn 4 Warrior's Lesson every time. Like I think we could get value out of it, but it is not our strongest card, that's for sure. We can go like that.
I feel like that's a nice concession because now we're cutting 1 card that could potentially be a lot more powerful to add a little bit of consistency when overall we're making our deck a little less consistent to be more powerful. I think that's
that seems
reasonable.
Okay. All right, let's go with that. And this thing wants us to run 2, but I think that we need.
I think just 1. Yeah, one gets us 3 sources. Is that right?
Yes.
That's seems fine to me.
Yeah, and I've loaded up on green because green is, our deck is mostly green.
Especially because Magma Jet's not going to be an early play most of the time.
No, I mean, we wouldn't mind it to be, but it probably just won't be. All right, let's submit this thing and see what it can do. Centaur me.